So, another video. Got my coffee. So I'm just talking about a couple of other things that I observed, as I always do, I guess. And what I see is like the entire left, could say the liberals, the Democrats, the entire left is being like emotionally manipulated. So they're being lied to and then they're being emotionally manipulated. And how does emotional manipulation work? So you try to control people with fear. You make up a story. You're using emotion in order to sway people, and that's what the left does. It's not based on reality. It's not based on facts. And you see that in the media. So you see that in music too. There's another thing where I noticed that the lyrics are just something that tells you what to do, while the melody is how you're supposed to feel about doing what's in the lyrics. And let's say like the lyrics could be something positive, like, I don't know, help your neighbor, with an upbeat, and then people would feel an upbeat to helping the neighbors. How it's being used now is they're putting some filth or something negative in lyrics and then using a melody that's supposed to feel like empowerment or supposed to feel like an upbeat. So, and that's how they get people to also like influenced, right? That's how they get the society influenced too, but to do shitty things, because the melody itself makes it seem like it's a positive, good thing to do. So the lyrics are just what you are meant to do, and the melody is how you're supposed to feel about what you're doing. So, and that's how you can influence society. That's how you can influence people. So yeah, but then like emotional manipulation, that's a big thing. That's what's happening a lot in society nowadays, where I think like the left is like strongly influenced by that. And it also reminded me one time where I would meet someone and you would see like that person is still not emotionally mature, in the sense of like you can sometimes see in people or like that they are stuck in a certain age. So it's like they haven't ripened, they haven't matured emotionally. They're still stuck. When you talk to them, and it seems like they're 7 years old or something. So yeah, it's a big thing. I think like that's basically how the left is being run completely. So let's make up a story about what's gonna happen. And the other thing that's being used is in generally just terror, right? So to have terror in people and then trying to control them by putting fear into them. So you make up a story about what's gonna happen. It's not based on any facts or truths, but this is what's gonna happen, and then you see how far they even spin that. So let's say like it's about abortion, then you would, or all Trump did in that fashion, I don't want to make it political because like who cares, it's just one topic, but let's make it about that. You would see like, no, he put it back into the hands of the state, how it should be. On a federal level, it shouldn't be decided anything in the regards of abortion anyway, right? It should be done individual by each state. So like having individual liberty, or having each state make individual choices of however they want to do that. Now, how it's being twisted is like, no more, there's a ban on abortions. Like, I don't even think it's good in the first place, right? But how far they spin it to make women afraid of like how evil Trump is gonna be and how he's gonna taking rights away. No, like he's actually like allowing other states to make a decision of their own in that regard, how it should be. Like, I know it's having all that decisions centralized in one place on the top, on a federal level or something. So, but yeah, that's one example, right? Where fear is being used. And then you see ads too. You can see ads too, where they come up with the most ridiculous examples. And one video was like, oh my god, my wife is dying because she cannot have an abortion. I was like, come on. Really? Like, how can someone fall for that? Doesn't that feel like bullshit to some people? Like, to people that obviously don't know that, it must feel like a little bit like bullshit too. It's like, that's a very rare case, and it doesn't take away that it was never planned to be banned in the first place, right? But that's how they try to sway the public. Then there's the smearing going on, where they just smear everyone and say like, hey, those are Nazis, making everyone out to be a Nazi, whoever is in the group or associated with that group. So you have that slander, and what's the slander for? Slander is so that other people try to keep you distance. They think that's an evil, bad group. So in order to be good, I need to keep my distance, or that's the bad group. I need to keep my distance away from that group, right? That's what slander is. Don't listen to them, stay away from them, they are the bad and evil. That's basically all the liberal left and the media is doing. They're using only those tactics. It's not that they have their own politics or anything where you would, or policies where you would say like, oh no, like they have a good policy. No, it's all just about hating one man and all the negative programming that they put with the name and the group and whatever, right? They're trying to associate everything negative with one movement, with one group, or politician. So that's what's happening. And then, like, obviously you cannot talk with those people either, because they are already kind of so deep programmed. Like, you can say something and they won't believe it. So, because they rather believe what media tells them than what anyone else could tell them. So, I don't know. But I guess I'm speaking to those that are awakened already for themselves a little bit, or are kind of like on the verge, right? Who don't quite see it yet, but starting to see it. So yeah, but that's how the emotional manipulation is being done. It's slender on purpose, and like it's very interesting too. Like all you have to ask yourself is, how is that supposed to make me feel? Like if you get some news, then they're trying to evoke an emotion, right, with the news. And all you have to ask yourself is, what is their plan? What do this news article or ad or whatever, like what is it try to evoke in me? And if you, and what is the agenda? What are they trying to do? What emotion are they trying to get out of me, evoke out of me? And what are they telling me? Once, I think, if that's a practice, you see exactly what's going on. You see when someone tries to scare you. You see when someone tries to bullshit you. You see all those things. But yeah, like it's important to be with your emotions, to pay attention to what emotions they try to evoke out of you. Otherwise, like you might fall to emotional manipulation, right? But yeah, so much to that. It's a foggy day today. But yeah, still nice in the sense that it's not really that cold. But yeah, so much to emotional manipulation, and I see you in the next video.